All right, Wayne Allyn Root with the great Bill O'Reilly here on the Wayne Allyn Root Show. Bill, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Wayne. Thanks for having me back.
Hope you had a great weekend. And I think it's a comical weekend because the Democratic Party is self-destructing. Wanted to mention Ilhan Omar, the Democratic freshman congresswoman from Minnesota, who moments before we just started this interview, she was condemned by Pelosi and the Democratic leadership for anti-Semitism. I'm actually shocked that they were willing to do that, but they must have gotten some major pushback from Democratic donors. What say you?
I think your assessment is correct. I think the Democratic donors in Hollywood and in the major cities said enough. You know, you got to get this woman under control. She obviously, I don't like to use those kinds of words, anti-Semitic, racist, homophobic. I just, because I don't know what's in people's hearts. But she's obviously anti-Israel to the extent that it bleeds over into the religion, into the Jewish religion. And all you have to do is read her tweets, and you know that's true. So you're right. It's about money, and, you know, Nancy Pelosi doesn't have any use for these newcomers anyway, so that's why it happened.
All right, we also have a new entrant into the, I'm laughing because we have a new entrant into the Democratic presidential race. For the most part, I've never heard of any of these people. I mean, I've never heard of the Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar. I'm not even sure how you pronounce it. I'm sure you could correct me.
Klobuchar, yeah.
But she's now in the race. Klobuchar. She's trying to compete with Elizabeth Warren, who's the more liberal. How is this going to play out in mainstream America? Not well, I assume you'll say.
Well, I mean, Ms. Klobuchar is a intelligent woman. She won every congressional district in Minnesota. 60% of the people put her back in the Senate. You know, she's a retail politician. She has skills. She's not a far left nut like some of them are, but she'll play along if that's where the money's coming from, because obviously all of these people need money to run around the country telling people they should be president. I don't really have a strong feeling one way or the other about Ms. Klobuchar. Minnesota is an interesting state. It's not crazy left if you go there, but they vote crazy left. Al Franken, hey. So I don't think she's got a shot. She has no shot. But, you know, she makes some money by doing it, running around, making speeches and all of that.
Right. Well, that's what I think is happening here between Cory Booker and her and Gillibrand. They're all trying to position themselves to get paid $100,000 a speech. I don't know if anyone expects to be president.
They're brand. Right. And also, when you get money donated to you, you can keep that money. Always remember that. So you don't have to get that money back if you lose or drop out. Anything donated to you, you can keep and use for whatever you want. So there's money involved with this.
All right. Crazy. Maybe that ought to be changed. The top 3 lawmakers in Virginia are all under fire, but they're all refusing to drop out, to resign. Where do you think this all plays out?
Well, the Commonwealth of Virginia is getting what it deserves. The governor there ran a dirty campaign, branded his opponent a racist. Now he's getting called a racist himself. That's karma. I don't have any use for any of them. You know, they're all, I don't know, hacks. Is that a good word? Hacks? Party apparatchiks.
A good word. Very good word.
Yeah. I mean, there's nobody there that I have any sympathy for. I mean, I think that, you know, if somebody accuses you of rape, you're entitled to due process. If I were the man, I probably wouldn't resign if I were innocent. The 2 guys accused of blackface aren't innocent. They did it. But maybe, you know, they're saying to themselves a long time ago, and it's not enough to get me out of there. I think there's validity to that. The other guy accused of rape, you know, he wants an FBI investigation. I don't know how that happened. It's not a federal crime, and it didn't cross state lines. So Virginia authorities have to investigate it, but he is entitled to due process.
You know, if I was Bill O'Reilly, I'd probably say hack is the word of the day. What do you think?
Look, it's not just in Virginia, but a lot of these people who run for office, they don't have any principles at all. Look at Kirsten Gillibrand from my state. I mean, this woman was the big NRA, I have a gun under my bed woman, and then all of a sudden she wants to ban guns. How does that happen? What is that? You know, would you get hit by lightning? Are you St. Paul? Somebody called to you? And once I see that, once I see that you have no principles at all, I don't care what party you're in, you're gone.
All right, let's talk about your book. You're writing a book about President Trump. You were just on Air Force One. You spent some time with him. I don't know if you want to illuminate us on what you guys discussed, but what's the book about? What
do you want to know? I can tell you. Look, the book I'm going to break it on your show. The book is called "The United States of Trump: How the President Really Sees America." It's a history book, not pro-Trump, not anti-Trump. It's the truth about how he formulated his views now that he's the most powerful man in the world. I think people should know that in a way that isn't rooting and it's not hating. It's the facts that I can assemble. And I think it's going to be a fascinating book. So what do you want to know about Air Force One?
Well, how did the talk go? What did you guys discuss?
Well, it was hard because he doesn't want to talk about his childhood and his teenage years. His parents shipped him out to military school. He doesn't want to tell me why. I found out, but you don't want to tell me. So he's sitting in his office on Air Force One. It's a big office, but right in front of him is a big TV screen, and there's Fox News. And I went, oh my God, I know what this is going to be. So I'm asking him a question about, hey, tell me about your Queens neighborhood, and what was it, a rough and tumble? And then he's looking at the cable thing, I was like, hello, testing, interview time. So it was hard. And he didn't want to do it. But he's known me for more than 30 years, and he did me a favor, which he constantly reminded me of. I'm doing this for you, Bill. Haney, you know why? I'm doing this for you. I got enough, close to an hour of tape. But I would have loved to have had more. But he doesn't want to look back. He doesn't, he just wants to, he's a guy who wants attention. He wants to succeed, and he wants to be validated. That's what he wants. That's what he lives for. Looking back 65 years, telling me about his father and grandfather, he didn't have any interest in doing that. Some people do. He doesn't.
Well, I'd like to know if you told him he should turn off Fox once in a while and put on Newsmax TV with Wayne Root and Bill O'Reilly.
I was just trying to get between him and the set. I'm 6'4", 220, and I'm just trying to position myself so he can't see it because he's distracted. I mean, it's all about the moment for Donald Trump. But it's fascinating because the guy has a strong belief system, and nobody knows where it came from. But that's what the book's about.
All right, Bill O'Reilly, 6'4". I think President Trump, 6'4". Wayne Root is a 5'9" little Jewish safety from Mount Vernon, New York. I was always fighting against you big guys, but I was a hell of a hitter, I'll tell you that much. I knocked a few
I wouldn't want to be hit
guys
by you,
out on the
Wayne.
football
I'll tell you that right now.
All right, Bill O'Reilly, I can see why you and Trump get along, because you're a good guy, and you and I get along. We're all New Yorkers, and we all got that same kind of hard-hitting mentality. Thanks, Bill. God bless. Have a great day.
All right.
We'll see you on Wednesday. Love Bill. I think Bill's great.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing news channel, now in 65 million homes. Get Newsmax TV on all the major cable systems, or go to NewsmaxTV.com and click on the Find Newsmax tab to locate us. Remember, Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.